Hello again, my friends. It is Tim Torok, and it is Tuesday, August 23rd, 2016. And I just want to give you a few updates and hopefully tour the gym this evening. My weight has fallen. It has fallen from about 282.4 this morning. 2 days later, it was 279.2. So that's over 2 pounds of a drop. Which is nice. But I tell you, when you're on a diet and you're trying to lose weight, it's amazing to know how careful you have to be sometimes in order to lose that weight. I mean, you eat a few too many calories and your weight can fluctuate up to 3 or 4 pounds in one day if you eat too much. So now, one thing I want to talk about is losing weight. Now the one thing I want to mention is Stephanie and I joined Weight Watchers. We've gone to 2 meetings, and I've been successful so far, but I don't agree wholeheartedly with Weight Watchers, and that's okay. I do like some of the changes that it's made recently to its formulas. As far, you can eat whatever you want, but it just has to fall within a certain point range. So I always agree with that, and that's what I'm talking about. That you can eat. My philosophy, my dad's philosophy. He's a physician. He's a very intelligent man. You can eat whatever you want, but what's most important is how much you eat, not what you eat. I mean, I could eat 20 apples a day and 20 bananas and not lose weight. I would gain weight because it's too many calories. It's calories in, calories out. And I'm not a doctor, but the basic science is, in order to lose weight, you have to burn more calories than you take in, than you eat. And it all boils down to 2 words: hard work. It doesn't really matter what it is. I've learned in life, it does not matter what it is. If you want to succeed, you have to work hard. And I know I'm jumping around a little bit, but this pertains to dieting and lifting weights. Lifting weights, your genetics is a very big component of it. And the second biggest part is going to be working hard. So, I try to be very honest and very straightforward. And I just got to say that when it comes to losing weight, it just comes down to hard work. And so that's one thing. Now, let's tour the gym. Okay, so I was not able to get my workout in today. I'll get it in tomorrow after work, hopefully, because I was a little late today. So, unfortunately, my spinner bike is kaput right now. I've got to try to focus on getting this thing fixed. I was actually riding it yesterday. Let me see if I can turn this around. Can I turn this around? No, I can't turn it around. Okay. So, here's my spinner bike. I was riding it yesterday, and you can see as I was riding it, first thing, the handlebars came flying right off. So this thing is down. Okay, now, this, as you can see right here, this is the first piece of equipment that I ever had. This is a bench that inclines, and you can use it for leg extensions and leg curls as well. It's a great piece even now, and I still use it. So, little Christmas storage right over here. Okay, let's turn some lights on. Now, like I say, this is a great place, this gym. I'm going to turn these lights on. Come over here. This is my basement. This is my family's basement, I should say. We got this house in December of last year in Seville. It's a great place for Stephanie, Braden, Evelyn, and me. Okay, that's all the lights. Now, so one thing you can see here is these dumbbells. I've had these dumbbells for a long time. Okay, and the rack goes from 10 pounds, you can see 10 pounds right there, to 80 pounds on this side. And then 85 to 150. The 150s are right down there. And obviously that's shrug material. Okay. Now, what else we got? We got a bar for deadlifting. This is a deadlift bar that I got from EliteFTS.com. Love that company, EliteFTS.com, Dave Tate. What's this called? This, my friends, is a bar jack. So, bar jack. Put it right underneath the bar. Bada bing, bada boom. For your deadlifting primarily. This lat machine, you've also got the option for low rows. Great lat machine that I got from a company called Jessup Gym Equipment, I believe out of Iowa. Really inexpensive, maybe like $700, and they put extra weight on it for me. So it goes all the way up to 300 pounds. So for something really cheap, it's a great piece of equipment. Okay? Now, power racks. I have 2 power racks. The first one that I ever got was this Nebula Fitness Equipment power rack. Nebula is now owned by Rogue Fitness. It is a great power rack to start out with if you're doing most anything. If you want to be really, really hardcore, the Elite Fitness Systems rack is even better. But you know, they're both great. You can see the chin-up bar here for this Nebula Fitness Equipment power rack. So, great piece. And then, like I said, it's always been my dream to have 2 power racks set up in the gym, so that if I have people working with me, and I do have a buddy Joe who's come over before to work out with me, so it helps to have 2 power racks. But anyway, here's the other one, Elite Fitness Systems. You know, it's a great power rack. You can't beat them. Nebula Fitness Equipment and Elite Fitness Systems, 2 top-of-line products. But again, the Nebula Fitness Equipment is kind of defunct right now. Now I have an enormous amount of weight, You can see right there I got a bunch of hundreds. I've got a neck harness, which I use at least once a week. I've got a little box that I can use for whatever. Nice dip station there that I rarely use. This abdominal bench or what have you. Here we've got the 45-degree hyperextension machine for your low back. This piece is for the obliques. This piece is even for the tibia muscle, which I like to work to try to prevent shin splints if I ever want to run, which would be a rarity, at least for right now. T-bar row. T-bar rows are very nice. This bad boy is a glute or butt blaster. Very nice piece of equipment for your butt. We've got an inner outer thigh from Nebula Fitness Equipment. I got a lot of equipment from Nebula years ago when it was a solid company under Tom Eilerman. Both of these pieces of equipment are Nebula. Got the hack squat, and these 2 pieces are a little rusted from when the pressure tank blew some time ago. That is a new water pressure tank over there from Home Depot. And then this leg press with the hundreds on it as well. So, and what I've learned is that you don't, you know, from when I bought some of the pieces like the oblique bench, the machine, the simple pads, and the ab bench as well. You don't need all the different expensive pieces of equipment because the muscles all work the same way. And it comes down to your genetics and how hard you work primarily. So like calf raises, I just use my lifting straps and the bar and go and just bounce up and down on my feet. It's just that simple. So you don't need an expensive piece of equipment because, like I said, it all works the same way. It's just that simple. I do have, you know, some of these advanced curl bars. This is probably that saber tooth bar the bench press bar that Elite Fitness Systems has, which not necessary. You just need a Texas Power Bar and possibly a deadlift bar, but even then, you don't really need it. Another interesting curl bar, I believe they call this a tricep bar, but again, it's not necessary. I mean, it's just, if you got nothing better to buy, then you can buy it. So these are the digs. You can see all the plates and board presses. Like I say, I want to also say that it's not necessary, because what did I say? I mean, I'm not bench pressing 700 pounds, but I'm just telling you the truth. The muscle works the same way. So whether you work your chest at 3 inches from lockout or all the way at the bottom, you're still working the same muscle, and it operates in the same fashion. So, I mean, the triceps may be a little more engaged at the top. Yeah, that's true, but you're still working the two primary muscles, the chest and the triceps. So that's just the way it is. So this is a tour of the gym. You can see all the plates, and I hope you enjoyed the tour.